What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo. I'm really starting to believe that 5 Seconds of Summer might even be more excited or anxious about the release of this album than we are, if that's even possible. I feel like we've been getting snippets, we've been getting singles. The build up for this album has been so good. It's almost like they're so proud of it that they just want to share it, even though it's not supposed to be time yet. But I'm never going to complain about that. I love this band so much. I'm really excited. In today's video, we're going to be checking out Older, featuring Ciara Deaton. So this is going to be super fucking cool to see for so many reasons. Obviously, the love and romance with Ciara, that's real. At the same time, we're also going to get another piece of 5 Sauce 5, which I think is, it's possible it's going to be their best album. And that's coming from somebody who is a sounds good, feels good purist. I love that album so much. So obviously, like, that's the first place I'm going to go to think. But obviously with the progression of this band, where they have gone over the years and where they're at right now, I cannot wait for 5 Sauce 5. Also, I saw this band live when they played Chicago like last month. And I just want to say that if you ever have the opportunity to see this band live, do whatever you can to make that happen, because I already loved them so much. Then I saw them live. It changed everything. It changed everything. It made me love a band that I already love so much more. They're just so good live. Anyways, we're going to check out Older. So I'm excited to dive into this. We got the lyric video pulled up so that we can dive into these lyrics too. You guys know how I do. Let's go.
I don't wanna get older without your head on my shoulder. On the day that you leave me, I'll forever be bleeding love.
Okay, I don't ever want to get older without you on my shoulder. Like, that's, you talk about growing old with people, like, that's such a fucking cute topic to talk about in like a love song, or this may also end up being sad too, but there's just something very real about that.
As forever comes closer, hope the world spins slower. I don't wanna get older. I don't wanna get older.
As forever gets closer, I wish the world would spin slower. As we're getting older, I want things to slow down so I can appreciate this love with you. Not just from a relationship standpoint. Obviously you want to, get to live your life and enjoy it, but the reality that life is coming to an end, the reality that all of these things that we love are going to be gone one day. It's just real. And so the best thing we can do is try to embrace it and, get a chance to really live in those moments. I just want to take a second to plug my Patreon. I do a ton of exclusive content for this band, so many bands, but this band, because I love them so much. So the 10-year anniversary documentary that they did, I did a movie watch party for that. I also did the How Did We End Up Here movie. I did the Carpool Karaoke. I've done, I think, cocktail chats. You'd have to check. There's so many videos over there that I've done at this point. There's full uncut album reactions to some of their albums. Obviously, 5 Seconds of Summer 5, when it drops, I'll have a listening party over there as well. So if you guys are interested in supporting the channel, because I don't do ads or sponsorships, the link is in the description. Very cheap monthly, and it supports me more than you could ever understand. Okay, back to these hard-hitting lyrics.
Stare at the photograph.
Uh-oh. That harmony coming in.
Takes me back. The promises roll off your breath in your cocaine colored wedding dress.
The promises roll off your breath in your cocaine colored wedding dress. Okay.
Roll off your breath in your cocaine colored wedding dress. Lost in the day to day. You kiss away the pain.
Oh, fuck.
Every time you twist my lips, my dear devoted delicate.
My dear devoted delicate. Also, can we just take a moment for that Luke and Ciara harmonization, appreciation? They just sound so angelic together. Two people with such beautiful voices that just happen to share so many things in life. And fortunately, we are so lucky to get a chance to experience them harmonizing together in this very beautiful way. I know that they've written together on songs before, but having them actually work on songs together is fucking cute.
You twist my lips, my dear devoted delicate. It's not worth it if I lose my one-way ticket for two. Just me, just you. I don't wanna get older without your head on
the drum and bass in this is so good. Like, it reminds me of being in almost like a jazz club or something. You're at like this, you know, romantic bar or romantic dinner, and there's this beautiful band that's playing, and it just fills the atmosphere so wonderfully. I also think it's really important to point out just how diverse this band is, because from an instrumental standpoint alone, this is such a switch up from what you would hear in like day-to-day music from them. So to be able to switch that up and still have your impact and have your mark on that track, come on.
On my shoulder, on the day that you leave me, I'll forever be bleeding love. Let's forever comes closer. Hope the world spins slower. I don't wanna get older. I don't wanna get older. Our love is tailor-made, but we let the edges fade.
Oh,
When
shit.
the kids smile, it says it all. Mixed with my sad and cynical. A tragedy at the end. No, nothing Shakespearean. Love comes flooding back again. My dear devoted delicate.
I fucking love that. My dear devoted delegate.
Worth it if I lose my one-way ticket for two. Just me, just you. I don't wanna get older without your head on my shoulder.
So parts of this are obviously like pretty slow. This is a really beautiful love ballad, although it's seeped in a bit of sadness, right? Because, you know, having to embrace the fact that you are going to die and the fact that you're so in love and so happy spending your life with this person, but knowing that forever is only as long as you live. And sometimes it doesn't feel like it's far enough out for what you're experiencing at that time. And so there's like beauty to that. Like, you found somebody that you love. Hell yeah. But then the other side of it is like, fuck, these are fleeting moments and I need to appreciate them and I need to dive in. So this ballad has these slower parts. And what I like is that with each chorus, it's built in a little bit more of an instrumental, because I feel like the atmosphere that's on this album is going to be very deep. I do feel like the tempo isn't always going to be like, you know, Ashton level punk drumming, which we saw in Calm. They're able to make that work really well, obviously in Youngblood too. And I'm excited to see where they're going with it here, because there's been more atmosphere that we've heard within these singles. And it's one of those things, like even with this track, where even though it's a little bit slower pace, but you're getting some really great like meaning behind all of it. You know that if they decide to play this song live, it's going to hit so hard, because 5 Seconds of Summer's music like translates so well to a live setting. It honestly enhances pretty much everything that I ever loved about this band.
Just you. I don't wanna get older without your head on my shoulder. On the day that you leave me,
Oh,
I'll forever be bleeding.
one more time, right there. Listen to this.
I'll forever be
Woo!
bleeding.
Sierra went so high there.
As forever comes closer, hope the world spins slower. I don't wanna get older. I don't wanna get older.
Let the beat ride. I have a feeling that in the album, this song is going to transition into something. Just judging by some of the space that I kind of feel within these instrumentals, it feels like they're leaving a moment where this could fade into something else. Again, that's speculation. I could be totally wrong. I love hearing this because I feel like Luke is perfection, right? He's somebody that this is like every chance I've gotten to hear him perform live, whether it be like just live videos or seeing them live, he has a way of delivering above and beyond any expectations. There's something like he was literally meant to do what he is doing. And the fact that he has so much control over his voice, and we've heard it throughout the 10, 11 years that they've been doing this, there's so much to grasp onto. I love the fact that he can mix that with Sierra. And she, you know, I've heard like, I think on a Twitch stream a while back, I heard one or maybe maybe it was just one song that she had done. She was part of a group or something. God, it was so long ago. But I remember watching that and kind of being like, oh shit, like she's so fucking good. And then to hear the two on a track like this is so beautiful. I feel like when you have the opportunity to harmonize with someone that you like truly love and have feelings for, and it makes this song, this love ballad, hit even harder when you have two people that are sharing those experiences, are singing this song together. Again, there's a lot of happiness in this song when you think about the fact that you found somebody that you're so in love with that you wish the world would just stop turning for a moment so that you can embrace it and live in it. But then there's also that really painful reality that none of us are going to escape unless, maybe Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos will, because they'll find out a way to do it and they just won't share it with anybody. But for the rest of us, we have to come to terms with that, to know that it doesn't matter how much we love this person, our forever will end at some point, because that ends with our timeline. And it's hard to embrace that when you're in love. And like, I can't possibly think of the moment in which I am not with my wife. Rather, I die, and I guess I won't know then, or I would have so much trouble with that, because here we are in this forever. Here we are in this life that we are making together, almost 10 years strong, by the way. But like this life that we are living together, and to know that every time that I fucking get older or she gets older, or every time that like, oh, we're in our 30s, oh, we're like, it makes it harder because you're coming to terms with the reality. But at the same time, it's that knowing that really makes you embrace the moment and live in that moment. So if that was a pep talk that you needed, hi, here to remind you that you're going to die. So live your life to the fullest. I also want to point out that, we have a toned down instrumental here, and it works really well for this track. It works really well being this, jazz inspired ballad. It's very romantic. Getting to hear the drums and the bass, they really do play a huge part in kind of like having this overwhelming moment of atmosphere that makes me feel like it's going to transition into a track. I'm very interested to see how this fits in the album, because I love it as a standalone track, but I know that when you have pacing that's kind of, a little bit, they're really good at pacing all over the place in a good way. Like they'll give us a slow banger with 2 punk tracks after, and then more like a pop rock, and then back into a ballad. And I'm really interested to see how they place this track in the track list. Luckily, we're almost to that point, and we finally get a chance to actually check fucking 5 Seconds of Summer 5 out, which is something that I've been looking forward to so much. So make sure you guys are hanging out on the channel so you guys can check that out as well. But the appreciation is here for this as a standalone track, and I'd be really curious if they end up doing something live with this. Even if Luke and Sierra just sit down at a piano and turn this into something, give the people what they want. We want that so much. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to check out Patreon. Ton of exclusive content. 5 Seconds of Summer 5, one night only show, and album reaction will be coming to Patreon. So make sure you guys check that out. I love you all so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.